And on today's video from TAKTAK Toys with Film, my first action figure review of Marvel Legends Cell Shaded Spider-Man. A first for my channel, and I wanted to start off with a classic character to kick off my first review. So for your viewing pleasure, I present the 6-inch Marvel Legends Cell Shaded Spider-Man. Is he any good? Well, let's talk about him on TAKTAK Toys with Film. So the Marvel Legends Cell Shaded Spider-Man is an action figure representation of the animated series Spider-Man from the 1990s series by Fox. Marvel Legends have given us animated X-Men in Marvel Legends form, so now we dip our toe into a representation of everyone's favourite wall crawler. And as the opening credits for this video show, he comes on a retro card style Marvel Legends packaging. So in the US, this is a Walmart exclusive. I picked one up here in the UK from Comics and Cocktails. And a link to Comics and Cocktails and all of our other great online independent retailers is in the description below. And let me know in the comments below, have you pre-ordered Marvel Legends Cell Shaded Spider-Man? Are you excited for more Cell Shaded Spider-Man characters in Marvel Legends form? Let me know in the comments below. And the first impressions that the figure has a really great aesthetic, which really represents the animated series well. Some great bright colours, as well as a traditional Spider-Man costume, which no doubt it should have. What would have made this release even more next level would have been in the inclusion of an animated Peter Parker unmasked head for a few different head options. We all like a few different head options, let's be honest. Now, I appreciate that the cell shaded Marvel Legends aren't for everyone. Some collectors like the figures and some pass on them. For me as a fan, it represents cartoons I can remember watching in the 90s in my teens and was my first introduction to Marvel characters beyond the comics. And I always wanted action figures based on the cartoon. And whilst Toy Biz did give us a 5.5-inch toy line to accompany both the animated X-Men and Spider-Man series, these 6-inch Marvel Legends really capture the animated series likeness. And this Marvel Legends Cell Shaded Spider-Man is on one of the new Marvel Legends Spider-Man body molds, the amazing Fancy Spider-Man body mold to be exact, and it really does feel great in hand. You can get the figure in some great poses. There is slight limitation in the butterfly joints, which are the joints at the shoulders, and the elbows don't have full range, but he poses great and will look great in your display or in any ACBA, which is articulated comic book art pictures you decide to take. And he's pinless, i.e. you can't see the pins which are at the elbows and the knee joints, which is always a big hit with collectors again, just to give that figure a finishing touch on a perspective of realism. Yeah, and as I mentioned, he does pose great, as the video does here show. Later on in the video, you'll see that I didn't realise the camera filmed sideways, so it's sort of like some of the actual articulation that I go through later on in the video, it comes up sideways. But as it's Spider-Man, who's a wall crawler, we can just go with that. Yeah, and I really like, you know, the way it posed, getting it in hand at first, you know, got him into all sorts of different positions. You'll see some photos I took later on with VHS Wolverine and Apocalypse, and yeah, really poses really nicely. Now you'll have to forgive me, this is my first attempt at doing an action figure review, and you've probably seen loads of action figure reviews in the past where they do quite a lot of good posing. I'm just starting off, but I thought I'd attempt it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Where can I improve? And for accessories, Spider-Man comes with a few thwipping web hands and wall crawling hands, as well as a few different types of webs. And this gives you plenty of options for switching out hands for posing and photography, and also the webs is a little bit to be added, you know, to any photography you may take. And these web accessories aren't the most useful, but it's a nice addition. And here's some photos of Cell Shaded Spider-Man along VHS X-Men Cell Shaded Wolverine and X-Men animated series style Apocalypse, getting into all sorts of mischief. Now let's put Marvel Legends Cell Shaded Spider-Man next to some other figures and do a few comparisons. And doesn't he photograph well? I don't normally take pictures, but I'm really liking what came out here. And here's Marvel Legends Cell Shaded Spider-Man next to the VHS box set Marvel Legends Wolverine. And after that, we've got Cell Shaded Spider-Man next to G.I. Joe Classified Storm Shadow. And then G.I. Joe Classified Snake Eyes for some size comparisons with Hasbro other brands. Here's Cell Shaded Spider-Man next to Marvel Legends animated style Apocalypse, and here's Cell Shaded Spider-Man next to McFarlane Toys Commando Spawn, which is a 7-inch or 1/10 scale figure. And here's Spider-Man next to a Mafex Dark Knight Batman for some comparison with the import companies. And here's a comparison with Marvel Legends Cell Shaded Spider-Man and Mafex Nightfall Azrael Batman for some import comparison and 90s nostalgia. And finally, here is Cell Shaded Spider-Man next to Retro Ben Reilly Spider-Man, and you can see the difference in the body molds used and the colours and styles between the figures. So overall, animated Cell Shaded Spider-Man is a great figure, which I definitely recommend you to add to your display if you're collecting the Cell Shaded Marvel Legends, or if you remember the animated 90s series fondly. Here's what I was talking about earlier, where the camera was turned sideways and I didn't realise, and I was filming doing all the articulation, so I've left it in as a blooper for you to enjoy. If you're looking for anywhere online to pick up any of the wonderful action figures that are highlighted on my channel, you can go to Comics and Cocktails, In Demand Toys, Props and Replicas, Gobsmack Comics, All the Cool Stuff, Kapow Toys, Star Action Figures, Toys-R-Ama and more, and links for all these are in the comments below. And for all latest film and TV reviews, check out filmandtvreview.com, now with added merchandise. And hey, listen, if you enjoy watching YouTube and you enjoyed my YouTube channel, check out the following YouTube channels: Dan Who Reviews for live streams on Marvel Legends and reviews, live streams every Thursday; Miguel and the Wolfpack Toy Review for all the latest toy hunting stateside; Dante and the Infinity Equation for all the latest pop culture chat and action figure talk; Sir Laserpants and the 3POA podcast with Tony from Analog Toys and Bobby Valor of Valorverse Action Force for all the latest pop culture discussion and action figure chat; and Jay's Toy Collection UK for Galactus straddling, shelf building and action figure reviews. So yeah, what are your thoughts overall on the upcoming Marvel Legends animated Spider-Man series we're no doubt going to get from Hasbro, that's already been teased with a 2-pack with Black Suit Spider-Man and Carnage? I'm really happy to have Cell Shaded Spider-Man in hand, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And until next time, enjoy those flicks and figs.